Hey everyone, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and we're playing Simic Merfolk in Arena, yet this is the evolution of my Mono Blue standard deck in Arena, the Mono Blue Merfolk standard deck. This is now, we're splashing green to get the power in Merfolk Mistbinder and Merfolk Skydiver. If you love Merfolk in standard, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into our deck tech, we're going to thank our sponsor, themanabase.com. And you know what? We're not the only ones proliferating. MTG Jeff has a Gruul proliferate deck called Loyal Companion. You might want to check them out on themanabase.com. Your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. So, my only issue with the Mono Blue deck that I presented before, playing Benthic Biomancer, Mistcloaked Herald, Charticourse, Trickster, Shaper, Apprentice, Silvergill Adept, Deeproot Waters, Seafloor Oracle. It was missing a little bit of power. Sometimes it's just attacking with a bunch of dinky creatures. And I'm hoping that we're going to get a little bit more evasion with Merfolk Skydiver that can put counters on creatures and it can proliferate. And also Merfolk Mistbinder. Be able to play her and give everything a much bigger body and attack for way more damage. So we're taking out cards like Naban, which are just like awkwardly synergistic, and also Water Trap Weaver, which is, it's like a tricky card. It's interesting, but it really, all it's doing is it's tapping creatures down so that my 1/1s and 2/1s can attack in. Why don't we just make our creatures like 2/2s, 3/3s, 3/2s, and just attack through all our opponent's creatures. That's what I want to do with the Merfolk Mistbinder. So if you're not familiar with how this deck works, this is like a tapping out, mostly tapping out sort of deck. I think that's the best way to beat the Esper Control. I just want to grind them out with a bunch of cards. Slam Deeproot Waters. The two best cards in the deck, Deeproot Waters, Seafloor Oracle. Deeproot Waters lets you build a huge board presence with a bunch of tokens, and then Seafloor Oracle, if you can connect with any of your creatures, it just draws a bunch of cards. You know, I have a lot of board states where I've got a bunch of creatures on the battlefield. With the help of Deeproot Waters, play Seafloor Oracle, swing with everything, and then, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 things connect, even for 1 damage, but then I draw 5 cards, and I just keep the gas coming. That's why we're playing with Charticourse. Keep the gas coming over and over again. We're going to overwhelm our opponent's resources, and not necessarily play for the long game. I do want to put as much pressure as I can early in the game. And before, my biggest weakness was Chain Whirler decks, in my opinion, or sometimes the deck would just play out too slowly. And I'm hoping Merfolk Mistbinder and Skydiver can change that. We now have more evasive creatures in the deck, and I hope that makes the difference, including Mistcloaked Herald. Now, in the sideboard, we're going to run a decent chunk of counter spells for just basically the Nexus of Fate deck, for Wizard's Retort, for for Wizard's Retort, Negate, and Disdainful Stroke. We have Kasmina's Transmutation just as a good removal spell against like stuff like Is It Drakes and stuff like that. And we have Vivien, Champion of the Wilds. I think this is going to be a good card against, again, the control decks. You may cast creature spells as though they had flash. That's going to help a lot to just play our creatures at instant speed. And we can use the minus ability. The +1 ability isn't very good. Up to 1 target creature gains Vigilance and Reach. Who cares? But the -2, look at the top 3 cards of your library, exile 1 of them face down, the rest go on the bottom of your library in any order. For as long as it's exiled, you may look at that card, and you may cast it if it's a creature card. So, it can dig for creatures. We have a lot of creatures on our deck, so very likely it's going to hit. So I'm hoping Vivien is going to help us find creatures, and we can cast them at flash speed. It's going to be awesome. So I loved how my Mono Blue deck worked. And I haven't playtested this yet. Hopefully this is going to do great. We have got 12 green mana sources here, Breeding Pool, Hinterland Harbor, and Unclaimed Territory, just mostly for these cards. I might be a little low on green sources for Vivien, but it's going to be brought in against the control decks, so hopefully we can take the time to wait until I can cast Vivien off of our 8 green mana sources. And with that, let's play. Okay, let's get back to ranked. We gotta move up those ranks. Whoops, no, cancel. I do this all the time. Merfolk. Blue green Merfolk.
But the bird is the picture.
There are definitely no birds or any theme
but
to birds.
That's the picture.
I don't care. At some point, I'll make bird tribal for you.
No, you don't go that far.
Deep down inside, I am curious. I think there's enough birds in standard to make it work. Great curve. Let's go. Enters battlefield tapped unless I control a forest or an island. Our opponent's mulliganed. As far as I'm concerned, we've won the game.
Click on the building in the background.
This? Oh, it does something. Can we make
Click
it
on the
blow
bottom
up?
one, I think, too.
Yeah, it'll do stuff. I think these pillars fall off. Oh no, this stuff falls off. Look. First one wing, then the other wing. London Bridge is coming down.
This is the interaction that MTG needs.
Yeah. We will... I think I've switched my mind. We're going to play like Merfolk Trickster into Seafloor Oracle. If that's possible. I don't know what my opponent's up to, but I want to know. This should be automatic. There's only one creature! They said this client is so smart. What the hell is this? So this is Bant something. Well, I could play Silver Gilladept right now to draw a card to sort of get the Seafloor Oracle, but I think I'm gonna still slow our opponent down. I think our opponent is playing with the new Mystic Snake card. We're just gonna really hope to draw a land next turn. It would be perfect. And if not, we'll play Silver Gilladept. Deputy Detention, oh that sucks. Alright, we lose all that stuff and we're never getting it back. Gonna play Silver Gilladept. Reveal a Merfolk card. Reveal Mistbinder. Just in case we draw a land, we can cast it. We do not. We're flooding out on but we have a bunch of Seafloor Oracles, but then if we get a bunch of them out, we're going to draw a bunch of cards. But my fear is my opponent will now start holding up Frilled Mystic. It's not Mystic Snake, but it's like a reprint. It's basically a virtual reprint. What do you want to do? What if I have Giant Growth in my deck? I guess I'll try to get this thing to resolve, but probably is not. Our opponent's definitely holding up Frilled Mystic. I could do nothing. But that doesn't seem good either. I don't know if the right thing is to do is, but if they do have Frilled Mystic in their hand, I want to get rid of it. And there it is. Look, I knew it was coming. It's not like you got me.
He can hear you.
What I needed was to get this thing to resolve the turn that I played it, or the turn I got, turn 4. I love Seafloor Oracle. I just don't want 4. I don't want 3 to 4 of them in my hand.
But they stack.
Anyway,
Not
so we do have an unblockable creature, which helps a lot. So we can always use that to draw cards from Seafloor Oracle. Anyway, if they attack with this Mystic, I'm definitely going to block it. Silver Gill can't get in for any damage anyway. Poof! Mono REL. Okay. That was our moment. It failed.
My moment.
Deputy of Detention cannot attack anymore. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do here because this Growth Chamber Guardian is going to basically put a 4/4 in play every turn. Uh-huh. No blocks.
Would you like to see what's left of Skull? You can still walk away.
So now they can play their Growth Chamber Guardian at instant speed. Or maybe they're looking for another Frilled Mystic. But I mean, they can play the thing at instant speed.
Nope.
Ah, this is awful. There's actually no point in adapting this right now. Like, I have the same 3 lands I basically started the game with.
So this game works sometimes.
It is.
Or the face.
This one put on their face. Stuff's blocking. Yep. Oh boy, that's a lot of damage coming my way soon.
Defeat is a new beginning.
So this can be a total of... It's a lot of damage. Okay, no blocks. I'll take 11. It's not unblockable, so I can like play Seafloor Oracle, attack with the Mistcloak Heralds, start drawing cards. But I need to draw a land. I need to draw the 4th land, or this whole plan is useless. Oh, they didn't activate the Incubation Druid. Okay. Well, there we go, and it deals damage to me. So I need to chump block 3 things. What if I don't attack? Okay, they find another Growth Chamber Guardian.
If you don't attack, you die.
So I can double block.
You're dead.
Okay, I don't know what this is gonna end up like, but I think I'm gonna attack for 1. Then block with all these things. I'd love to just start trading some stuff off though. Like... double block here, double block there. That won't work. Block, block. These things are not lords. They're always a 4/4. Hey, screw it. I have no idea how we win this game. But I'm like all in here. I have no idea. I've got no plan. Okay, how much mana does it? Takes 5. This one takes 3. They most definitely have the mana for both. Oh, and they can attack with the Deputy of Detention and the Llanowar Elf. So now we're just block, block, block. 5. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, good seed.
I clapped for your
That was annoying. I don't think I want anything. I'm very happy with where the deck is.
Just needed land. You didn't get.
I just needed that 4th land. I just needed the 4th land. We kept playing so many turns without that 4th land. I need to get ahead. I needed to get underneath the Frilled Mystic. The turn that I knew I needed to get underneath it. That's why I kept Merfolk trickstering the stupid Llanowar elf, and then it didn't come through. Another acceptable card in that situation would have been Deeproot Waters, just making tokens to constantly chump block. Why didn't they make Frilled Mystic a Merfolk? That deserves to be a Merfolk. Oh, it has only 1 land. Somehow I thought like one of these were a land. We have to mulligan this. That sounds fine. It's got a lot of power. If our opponent doesn't have Llanowar Elf, then probably we can overwhelm them with this hand.
I'm feeling pretty overwhelmed already.
Do you know what? We can keep this because on turn 3 we'll have 2 things to play. We'll have 2 things to play on turn 3. And I think that's worth it.
Wow.
Oh great, we're just curving out. They're just dead. Oh no! You know what? I'm not playing around Deputy of Detention. Well, whatever. Let's hope they don't have it. Oh yeah, I already played land. I guess, like, can I hold back? I could hold the Mistbinder back. Because I could play Benthic Biomancer and then loot it. This is just the most mana efficient thing to do. Merfolk. Play Seafloor Oracle.
Beasts are much more reliable than humans. Strike now! Strike hard!
Okay, that is good. So we can kill Vivian and draw a card and play Chart, of course. This goes after Vivian. This goes after our opponent. Start drawing Moolah. Keep the cheddar coming.
I've seen worse.
That's a good card for next turn. Chart, of course. We draw cards. Yeah, let's play land and pass. What the hell is this? Double strike. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black zombie warrior creature token with vigilance. When it dies or is put into exile from the battlefield, you may put it into its owner's library 3rd from the top. Well, that seems dangerous. I have no evasion at all.
But at least they have to tap themselves out.
Oh, that's the positive side to all this. Well, I drew a Merfolk Trickster.
Which means they can't do deck.
I'm wondering, do I tap it down right now with Merfolk Trickster, just cash in, draw a bunch of cards, because I still have a land drop, I could play something else. I don't think Deeproot Waters is the best use of our mana. Because I can draw 2 cards this turn. I think I'm just going to do that. mean, this is going to get out of control, that's for sure. If I pass and try to play Merfolk Trickster, they can play Frilled Mystic. So I really want to get what I can right now. This might be useful. I can cast both Deeproot Waters and Seafloor Oracle next turn. I need more evasion. Our opponent is certainly doing something. No blocks. 2 Deeproot Waters. Unfortunately, none of this trades with any of this, so no attacks. So this thing will perpetually block God Eternal Oketra. But I don't know what to do with these zombies. We need some evasion. Oh god. Yeah, Knight of Autumn blows up our stuff. This is too much! Oh god, we lost everything.
It's all gone.
Okay, thanks for the game.
You should play a toilet flushing sound.
It's subtle, but I should not have played those that second Merfolk Mistbinder. This was too big of a blowout. I could have held this. I could have held these back, and then I could attack much more. I could attack into this Deputy Detention later. I should have just. It's subtle. It's hard to tell.
That Deputy Detention should be a 1/1. It's a bit much.
Yeah, Detention Sphere on a creature. Well, not a good start for the Simic Merfolk deck. Oh, I forgot about my rewards. Cast 20 black or green spells. We're probably going to get there. Cast 30 red or white spells. That's never going to happen. I don't play with red or white spells. Cast white or green spells. Alright. That's possible. I do play with green spells in this deck. Fatten. He's fattening up. Getting ready for winter. Ahead of time. Sounds great. This hand is great.
Prepare to be blown out by the same deck.
Unless I draw a bunch of Seafloor Oracles again. Guess we can just play Explode Herald. I'm not attacking for 2 with Biomancer next turn. That's not a bad card to have next turn. Merfolk. If this is it Drake's, it actually might be difficult because they'll keep shooting down our creatures. And this can die to Lightning Strike. Hopefully we can get some value out of at least one of these with Charter Course. Well, we can attack with Mistcloaked Herald into the Agra Bolus.
Who's that Modern Horizons coming out?
I keep forgetting. June something.
It's around the corner.
No. Is it June? No, it's like, maybe it's July. Modern Horizons release dates. June 14th.
There you go. Whole format's going to be turned on its head.
So when do we get to see spoilers?
Well, as soon as someone from the factory leaks them.
Yeah. Enigma Drake. So, our draws have not been good. I don't really feel like I'm cashing in on anything if I play the Merfolk tricks. Like, if I play Seafloor Oracle right now, I'm just going to draw one card. Let's activate this. That's not bad. I think I have enough green mana. Yeah, I don't want it to ever shock myself, so I'll get rid of this thing. Is there any reason to play the Skydiver? No. We'll just attack for 1. I'm hoping to Merfolk Trickster something. Oh, I could potentially Merfolk Trickster the Enigma Drake and double block it if they decide to tap out before they attack. Which could happen because they want to put more instants and sorceries in the graveyard before they attack. I mean, they could hold up the instants, but things like Chart a Course are things that they're going to want to cast ahead of time. Okay, I'm going to let that happen. I'm actually going to let that happen so we can Merfolk Trickster the Augur of Bolus to play the Seafloor Oracle and hopefully have a good turn. It's fine. Hopefully this is not a bad use of our Merfolk Trickster. You have a counterspell?
Stubborn Denial.
I guess you could play with Wizard's Retort. You've got a wizard.
Why don't you play with Augur of Bolus?
It's a
Merfolk.
It's a Merfolk, but when it enters the battlefield, you look at the top 3 cards of your library, and you're looking for instants and sorceries. We don't have many of them in the deck. We just don't have many instants or sorceries.
So just put more instant sorceries to justify. Mold the whole deck around this card.
And then it looks like this. Then it just looks like this. Ooh. Okay, so the good thing about that is that I think we can very safely play Seafloor Oracle. There isn't any 1 mana spell that will kill this. Except for Wizard's Lightning, but I don't think they have that. And now we can attack with everything. Because they can block 1, but we still get through with another. We have another Seafloor Oracle to back it up. Deeproot Waters not going to be very good. Because it cannot block Enigma Drake. On the other hand, I mean, we can go pretty wide with it. Well, I sort of saw that coming. Are you going to be tapped out again? I can do this again? But I might not play it. I'm probably going to play like Deeproot Waters, followed up by Merfolk Skydiver. Ooh, now I got to be really careful with my life till I'm going down to 12 and I could die to this Terramander. Guess I decline. Where does the counter go? The Skydiver's probably gonna be a chump blocker. Do I put on Merfolk Trickster? There's 7 instants in the graveyard, so the Terramander is going to be big next turn. I guess this. I don't know what the difference is. Let my Skydiver live. I know you have 3 cards in hand. Let him live anyway. Did something go to the bottom or the top?
Bottom.
Good. So Terramander's gonna come 5/5. Hit us. Just down to 7. Okay, now we are in troubles. That was bad news, Bears. Especially since only like 1 creature can attack through.
Merfolk Trickster, come on.
I don't know if that would even. Okay, we're dead. So good cards here. Tasmina's Transmutation. That's basically it. We're gonna want Kasmina's Transmutation. I don't think I care about anything else. I don't even think I care about Vivian. It's gonna be too hard to protect Vivian. What do I not want in this matchup? Maybe Shaper Apprentice? Seafloor Oracle is clunky, but still what I want. Still where I want to be. Take out some Shaper Apprentices. Very easy to get blocked. Like even by a 1/1 Terramander. And maybe Deeproot Waters is hard to keep. I could be wrong. Maybe Deeproot Waters is still how we win this matchup. $62 cards. Maybe 2 Biomancers? Or do I just take out all my Charter Courses? No, I'm just okay, I'll take out 2 Charter Courses. We gotta go all out at them. We're gonna go all out. Sure. Oh, wait a minute. Hinterland Harbor sucks. I guess we're keeping it anyway. No, do you know what? We'll play Unclaimed Territory and hope that we just rip a land. If we do, then we can make good use of Miscloaked Herald. If we don't, then we don't. Sure. Well, I guess they can't interact. Just play my land. I guess they're gonna opt.
You knew it.
Oh yeah, well, I know some cards in this format.
Yeah, Highlands and Mountains.
This is just not the curve that I want. Well, okay, island is more helpful than not having an island. So they had to actually kill this thing pre-combat, now we're going to get the value off of Charter Course. Okay, that's good. It's not too bad. We can play Deeproot Waters next turn and then follow it up with Seafloor Oracle for the next few turns. Our opponent also doesn't seem to be doing anything. Well, that's actually pretty cool. So we can now go Deeproot Waters, Miscloaked Herald. Alright, stuff's happening. Better than the last few games. The problem is that we're getting our game going on like turn 5. I feel that's a bit slow against this Enigma Drake deck. Because they can, like, make this Drake so big so quickly. Okay, so now we get... I really like Seafloor Oracle, but I don't know if I like this many of them. You know what I mean? So attacking with our extra token is useless, so just attack with these things. But we don't have any fast clock. We have no way, and we have no way of blocking this crap. Like, they'll easily attack us for 10 here, and then we need to find an answer for it next turn. I mean, we can find an answer in the form of Merfolk Trickster, but I would say we're behind. I guess one thing that the Mono Blue deck had was Water Trap Weaver. Maybe Water Trap Weaver is still a reasonable card to put in the sideboard for like matchups like this, where I just need to stall a few more turns. Oh, they got rid of their dive down. Does that mean you have too many dive downs? What are you telling me? Oh boy. So you're going, oh, I'm dead. Poof, I'm dead! Damn, this is too slow. I don't know if the deck is too slow or that hand was too slow. Alright, one more. Then they're gonna kick me back into silver. These damn Merfolk decks. So I did learn one thing, the Mono Blue mana base is much cleaner. You're stuck with a bunch of Hinterland Harbors in your hand. That's not good. Play first. Sand looks good. They all look good.
At first.
They haven't materialized into anything. Alright. Don't screw me over. Ooh, Golgari.
Not the one that was banned.
Okay, so here's a matchup where Deeproot Waters is going to be great. Because it's just going to put a crap load of creatures on the battlefield. Oh no, but that thing's going to like ruin everything. Oh, but they put it in the graveyard. Great. They must be hungry for lands. Let's play another one. I'll play Benthic Biomancer. You know what? I want to attack. I shouldn't have done that. Everything's out of order. Okay, attack with my Silver Gill Adept. Alright, they let us attack anyway, who cares? I guess this is gonna be J-Light Ranger? No, it's gonna be nothing. I guess the question is, how do I attack into all this? The answer is I don't. No attacks. And I can play like Merfolk Trickster at end of turn, tap the Wild Growth Walker. Their hand must be really clunky. Well, now the deck is working, but mostly because our opponent's deck is not working. Charge! Where's your life now? You know what? We're gonna let Biomancer bite the dust.
Might as well use the other one.
I'll just make more tokens. Let's not bullshit around here. This is awesome. This is the deck doing its thing. Congratulations to everybody who decided to stay to the end of the video to find out if this deck was ever going to do something. Well, it's doing something now. Guarantee you.
Guaranteed.
See, look at this hostage taker. Hostage taker, it's pathetic. You can't even block all this stuff. I got 10. Okay, how many attackers do I have? You have 4 blockers. You can block these 4 things. I have 10 tokens. That's right. They did the math just as fast as I did. They were on the same page. Maybe Kasmina's transmutation. Like Kasmina's transmutation is going to be good against the Wild Growth Walker.
It's good against everything. Bring it in.
But not really anything else. No.
Dump him in.
Run it back. It's like I don't even need a sideboard. What's the point of a sideboard? You could bring in some counter spells for finality. Whatever. They have it, they have it. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe it's still worth countering. It's because it's like a one big board wipe. Like, I'm not bringing in the counter spells against a lot of decks where everything you need to counter, that's pointless. But maybe in a matchup where there's only one good thing to counter, that's useful. But they're bringing in Duress too. Or they'll probably bring in Duress. One lander.
I'd keep it.
This is good. Yes, that's going to give us our card advantage way late in the game. Wow, Growth Walker. Oh, we finally see the Merfolk Skydiver. Maybe we'll make our Shaper Apprentice big. No blocks. Should I just put a bunch of muscle on the battlefield? Well, I didn't hold up Merfolk Trickster for Wild Growth Walker last turn, but maybe now it's going to be worth it this turn.
Wow, wolf. Wow.
Flyers, here we come. Okay, now they're curving out.
Ouch.
That's gonna be used against us. I really don't know anything else to do but to attack like crazy. If we can get 2 Mistbinders on the battlefield and they don't kill them, which is a lot to ask for. Oh, you're gonna snipe down my flyer.
Draw and not dead
Draw.
yet.
Great timing on that. They should just let the sentences run into each other. They shouldn't stop.
I guess pass. But now we're doomed. Ah, okay, we can go to the next game. We're too choked on mana. That's a bit disappointing.
Win this time, Karn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna decide any of this crap.
Let's bring the frog in.
There's an actual card. Turn to frog. Turn to frog. Things turn into frogs. For some reason, blue likes to turn things into frogs. It's never turned to fish. Sure. I can deal with this. It's my turn, right? Okay, go. Interstaffed. I think we go Skydiver, Binder, Binder. Maybe it's going to be Shaper Apprentice now, Binder, Binder. Or Shaper Apprentice, Skydiver, Binder. Well, it depends. If I can get to the mana, I'll play Seafloor Oracle. No more mana? Is this the Battle of Mana? I'm not lying, I feel like blocking this thing. You have another land? Okay. Oh, we got the next land. That's great. Okay. Now, if I get the opportunity... What is this? Hey, Vrask, what are you up to? Destroy target non-land permanent, convert mana cost 3 or less. Okay, that's fine.
No, it's not. It's really bad, actually.
I grow bored with this fight.
So if they play Finality, they lose 2 Llanowar Elves. How big is this going to be? 4/4? So we can almost attack into it. Yeah, I will attack. Dealt damage. We'll play Biomancer. No, play the off this. I'll just set up a much better turn where I can play the Seafloor Oracle. Oh, this. Okay, it's actually not a spider, it's an insect warrior. Thank you to let me know in my comment section. I don't know, from a glance. Don't you think it's a spider?
Yeah, there's enough legs on it.
There's enough leggy looking things. And apparently, well, this weapon looks like a leg. See the weapon?
Yeah, I see it.
We all see it. Well, this is gonna eat our Shaper Apprentice, unfortunately.
But they trade.
This was ours. But at least we can attack into the Wild Growth Walker. Okay, so now I can also trade with the Krasis. Is this a good idea? I could also not trade with the Krasis.
Get rid of it.
So then I could just play Seafloor Oracle, attack with everything. And hopefully draw a card. No blocks. Are you gonna exchange your board? Probably you're gonna block with 2 Llanowar Elves. Oh, that's interesting. Well, yeah, I'll kill off the Wild Growth Walker, I guess. Well, it could be better, but at least this can accumulate more advantage later. Alright, we got a defensive opponent now. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Okay, we'll get rid of breeding pool. Play this. Reveal a Merfolk card, reveal a Merfolk Trickster.
Oh, it's coming.
Well, they do now. I'm just gonna main phase Merfolk Trickster. Attack with 4 creatures. They have 3 cards in hand, so they have to have something. You know, like at least a removal spell of some sort. But they're blocking the Oracle. So I guess their hand is just full of lands. Yeah, this is all good.
I lead the Golgari now.
Creative mana cost 3 or less, so not the Seafloor Oracle. Boom! Oh yeah, we got one! We got one! Oh yes, I get to stay in gold! Is this better than the Mono Blue one?
Needs more playtesting.
It feels like it needs more evasion. Maybe River Sneak is better in this version. Maybe it's better than Shaper Apprentice. But we can boot something else out. And I don't know if I need the Sky. I don't know if the Skydiver is as good as I want it to be. Merfolk Mistbinder though was great. Like Merfolk Mistbinder helped us win this one, so that was good. So good on Merfolk Mistbinder. But I don't know about anything else. What else could be good? You know, I forgot there is another 1-drop in this format, and that's Mistcaller. Mistcaller is still legal in Standard, and that can help against some. There is a Phoenix deck, but it's not popular. Is there anything else that puts creatures into play? There is a green-red deck that just puts creatures into play from their hand, so that might be playable. Well, whatever. Let me know what you think about this deck. We had really awkward hands in the first 2 matches, and we lost easily because of it. In this one, our opponent had awkward hands, and we smashed them. So we didn't really get to see any good matches, but you got some idea of what the deck can do. So let me know in the comment section below. We're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. We're also going to thank themanabase.com for being our sponsor. This has been Nikachu with his brother playing Simic Merfolk in Standard.